Alright, yeah, welcome back to some more Slay the Spire. We're on the second floor with a pretty interesting strength build. Unfortunately, most of the damage comes from perfected strike, so we do have to keep our strikes in our deck, unfortunately, to make that work. But we do have, like, Pummel, Heavy Blade, pretty good strength payoffs, and we finally, as the final card reward for the boss, managed to get Demon Form. So this is the way that we're actually going to enable our strength buffs, so hopefully we can get that upgraded ASAP. We do have 322 gold, so I am interested in going to a shop, but I would also be interested in a lot of campfires to upgrade our cards, because of course we do want Demon Form with a cost reduction. That would be nice. So it looks like if I want to take this shop, I'm going to miss out on this campfire here. Don't know how much that matters actually though. That's a perfect line there actually, so there's an extra one here. So actually, yeah, if we got the left-hand route, we should be okay to get upgrades, and we hit a few elites along the way, which is perfectly fine, and we hit our shop as well, so maybe we can get a spot weakness or something like that. That'd be lovely. Those question marks as well can no longer have enemies in them, so they increase the odds essentially that we are going to have a chance to upgrade, so that'd be nice. And we're just gonna pass the turn there. Our opponents do have extra 2 strength, which is going to be interesting, but we did get like a major health upgrade, so we should be able to counter that quite nicely. So 4 energy means I should probably just like flame barrier, and then just like strike, headbutt, and I'm going to put the limit break on top because I think demon. Well, actually, even if Demon Form came, it wouldn't be that much of a. Won't be much of an upgrade. That's the problem with Demon Form. It doesn't really take effect until the turn after, so it requires some setup. I guess we take Bash just to keep that vulnerability going. Well, we block perfectly. We hit him for 4. He's got 54 health. There's a perfected strike. Okay, so this is a pretty reasonable turn. Let's bash him to get that vulnerability on. That should last us the rest of this round because he's on 3 health, so just have to get 1 strike and it's right there, so not too bad. Didn't even need the main part of our combo to get that victory there. Pommel Strike for card draw, Exhaust on the Burning Pact, and Corruption. I don't think any of those are worthwhile. Pommel Strike I'm kind of tempted towards. It's a pretty good cantrip. Gets us to our Demon Form more consistently as well, I suppose. Because we do need to get it online as soon as possible. I think I can take that. It's already plussed as well. Can't deny that a upgraded card is pretty sweet. Sharon's Ashes, exhausting a card is cool. Extra health heal for extra HP. There's a spot weakness there, so we're probably going for that. So that Pommel Strike that we took, not so good, but Secret Weapon to put an attack from our draw pile into our hand. We've got a small deck size, so that doesn't really scream super value to me, unfortunately. I think we'll go with a card removal service though. Not sure what we're going to remove. It might be the Flame Barrier. It could also just be the Strike as well. It does reduce the damage on the Perfected Strike, but strikes are just so bad. I don't really want them there that much. So yeah, I guess we'll just like weed out the strikes until Perfected Strike stops being that good. Because we got the Heavy Blade, which is essentially the strength version of Perfected Strike in its own way. The more strength we have, the more damage it does. The more strikes we have, the more damage it does. Yeah, I'm just going to get rid of the strike. I don't really want to get rid of more defense. I think it's just a bit too much of a risk that I don't want to take. Okay. Not too bad. Okay, let's go with the question marks. I think our deck is good as it stands. Ooh, the Joust. I think this is a new one. As you make your way through the large buildings, you come across a long, narrow bridge and spot knights on either side facing one another. You approach. Halt! A knight forcefully gestures you to stop with its giant lance. Today is the day I must settle the score with the murderer of my beloved pet Noodles. Until then, you may not pass. Fellow witness, why don't you bet on who you think will emerge victorious? Ooh. Well, we've got a lot of gold, so we could take the... When's the next shop? Next shop is all the way over here. There's a lot of stuff between then. I feel like I should take the 30%. Of course, this is very much the correct play, but let's do it. Okay, give me strength, Noodles. Clamping down his helmet, the knight charges forward. Crash! Clang! Bow! The owner died. You lost the bet, but at least you weren't gouged by a lance. Fair enough. I think it was worth the risk. We'll get that gold back anyway. Knowing skull, you find yourself in an old decorated chamber. In the center of the room, a large skull sits atop an ornate pedestal. As you approach, the skull bursts into flames and turns to face you. What is it you seek? What is it you offer? In sync with its final words, the door behind you slams shut. Okay, so we get lots of choices, but we lose 8 HP, which is completely fine. Potion, not going to pick. Gold, colourless card. We could get a good colourless card. We could get a really bad colourless card. 8 HP is really just a non-existent problem to us, to be honest. 90 gold. 90 gold does mean that this shop almost certainly gets us something good. So I suppose in that sense I could pick the colourless card from the shop instead, knowing what it is. It will cost us a little bit more, but at least this buffer of 90 gold will be just fine. Let's go riches. Oh yeah, I forgot. He doesn't leave. Anything else? Let's go up to 293. Let's get 300 gold. I can take that. Yeah, I forgot that doesn't stop. 72 life, that's completely fine. A writhe, I think a 50% chance is fine for a relic. We get the old coin. Oh my god. Well, we got the writhe, but we also got 300 gold, which means that we can easily remove that. So much gold. Okay, and immediately right off the bat we get that writhe. I'm going to flame barrier. And I want to hit you guys. Or do I just want to focus on you? Huh. Could poison potion one of you. So that has you dead in 3 turns. And then I'll just bash you, I guess. Start working you down. Actually, as you dead turn after next because of the flame barrier there. Okay, so we do take a big hit here, unfortunately. Hopefully it's not too bad. We're only taking 11 here. We still didn't get the demon form. God damn. Or the spot weakness. Both of them at the bottom of our deck. Can't get really any worse than that. Okay. So I'd like to deal the 7 damage to you. I guess we'll go with the pommel strike to take you out. We still did not get the strength. This is... I think this is the turning point where our deck screws us into oblivion. It's usually what it does. Anything I want on top? I might need the flame barrier, but I don't think so. So we're going to Perfected Strike. It's still 24, which is a reasonable amount of damage. It's actually 36 to him, but 24 in general. So we'll take that. I guess maybe we could headbutt that back on top. It's not a terrible card to pick. Although we're going to be getting Demon Form, which means we'll have 1 energy left over, so... 1 energy left over. You're dead. It's probably going to be like a spot weakness. Demon Form turn would be my guess. I'll put a defend back on top just in case. And I'm wondering whether or not I want to take this regen potion. I don't think I do. I think if I need to buffer some life, I'll just use the weak potion on him. Yeah, we'll just pass. Being a 38 sucks though. Without a doubt. Okay, so he's getting ready to get his mates around. So let's get the demon form in there. Let's get a strike going. Gonna lose the vulnerable. He's gonna build up an army. Okay, those are big boys. It's 12 damage. Of course it's 12 and he's on 13. Wouldn't want it any other way. Alright, well I'm gonna bash. I'm gonna defend. And I think I just want to focus down on you, because I think probably a heavy blade and perfected strike is going to be enough to kill you. Especially when we'll go up to 4 strength next turn. So we did take quite a fair hit here, unfortunately. But this should be enough. There you go. I'm glad it was enough, because our opponent there was about to destroy the living crap out of us. 28 gold. You can now remove cards at rest sites. May be quite useful. Poison potion to fill that slot, and a whirlwind. I think it's... Oh, I love the whirlwind, I really do. I think we're taking it. The pummel plus, though, is just so good. But whirlwind. We don't have the extra energy, unfortunately, but... I'm going to take this opportunity to rest. I'm a little worried about our life total at the moment. We have no way of generating it back at a reasonable rate. We're only getting 6 back, and we're obviously going to be taking damage left, right, and centre. Ugh. Wow. Okay, well, Flame Barrier. It seems like a regen potion turn. We could do 14, or we could do 10. Well, it goes without saying. So we take damage here, which means that we are going to get a wound in our deck. We draw extra cards, so we get the spot weakness, so we get our strength going. That's good. That's what I like to see. 23 damage coming in. The deck does seem to struggle with blocking. So I might have to take some defense cards when they show up. But now that we've got the strength, that means the limit break is online, and we're probably going to draw it to go up to 6 strength. Demon form seems a little expensive, but the deck looks a little horrid right now. Do I bash? Bash doesn't seem terrible. Perfected strike, though, is just significantly more damage. Initially, though. So next turn, we limit break down to 3 energy, we pommel strike, draw the last of one of these cards, and then a shuffled card. Yeah, I think we bash. I was tempted to use the weak potion there, maybe I should have, but I'm thinking the use on the multi-strike turn just is a little bit better. So let's limit break our strength up to 6, which means you do 16, 24. Nice, nice, nice. So you're going to draw a defend for me, and another limit break. Okay, well, this weakness potion's getting set in. 18 damage now to block. Could block 10 of it and take 8. Or we could limit break to 12 and probably kill you next turn. I think that's probably better. I kind of want to make sure this regeneration gets as much value as possible, even though the longer we go, the worse it actually gets for us. Okay, so we get our perfected strike for 54. And then 75 on the heavy blade. Get our health back. Tiny chest. Question mark rooms give us more gold. That's nice. Energy potion. Shrug it off. I think we have to take It's just... we are lacking a bit of block. It's something that we really do need. Gambling chip. Start of each combat, discard any number of cards and draw that many. That's really good for demon form. So as we mentioned, if we don't see it in our opening hand, it sucks. Before you lies an elaborate shrine to a forgotten spirit. Let's transform a card. Oh yeah, we can only change it for a card of the same type. I guess we could do the strike. Could give us a an attack and block in the same card. That would be nice. Trying to think if there's anything else here we might want to change, and I don't think there is. Oh, we got a clash. Is clash good? I think clash is good. It's good-ish. Alright. Campfire. Card removal or smithing? I think we're going for the smith. Oh, this is 3 strength. They've changed this, haven't they? Bagger. Well, still a lot. Still maybe worthwhile. We do 18. I don't think most upgrades that give extra damage are not worthwhile if we've got the opportunity to do strength upgrades, since this will be upgrading the rest of our attacks anyway. So I think we're still going to do demon form. It's the only way that we get generating strength right now, so we might as well generate a lot of extra strength. Okay, so start each boss combat heal 25. It's pretty sweet, and I've noticed the apotheosis. Don't you worry. Rupture, you don't work. Whenever you apply vulnerable, also apply 1 weak. That's pretty good. Heal extra 2 HP with the blood vial. Could turn our strikes into bites as well if we get the right question mark situation, which we do have the increased chance of doing so with the Juzu bracelet. Dramatic entrance, not so useful. We don't get the immediate strength buff. Seeing red, no. Havoc, no. And Perfected Strike, we're kind of weaning our way out of that one right now. So I like the pantograph. It means that we won't have to use as many campfires to rest for the final boss. This one here could be used to upgrade or remove a card, essentially. So I think I'll take that. Card removal. We'll take out the Writhe. Left with 300 gold, so I think we take the champion belt. How good is Apotheosis? Upgrades 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're trying to wean these out, which eventually means this goes as well, so these being upgraded is okay initially, but eventually not so much. It's just a damage upgrade. That's a good upgrade with Apotheosis, so is that. This just naturally gets more powerful as the round goes on, so does this. I don't know. Apotheosis is usually an auto-include, but I think the champion belt's just better though. We've gotten our upgrades down, and most of our campsites have been actually spent upgrading cards. Similar to this one probably being the case as well. Do I want to remove a card? It might be the time to take Perfected Strike out, I'm not sure. The upgrade here. Whirlwind seems really good, because we are coming up against the Summoner. So the multi-strike, the actual initial 8 damage, X times, seems like a good buffer to kill everyone in one go. Especially since we're giving them 2 strength. I don't really want to let them stick around too long. So I think I'll actually go with the Whirlwind Plus there. Okay, we got to fight. Hopefully nothing too serious. These guys are going to deal a lot of damage, unfortunately. Can I kill you in one go? That's 10 damage. Plus another 21. That's 31 damage. 1 extra energy. I don't know what that could get us. That would get us where we need to go. I'm looking for that lethal hit. This blocks 1 hit and we take 12. I think we get rid of the strikes. Just don't know if we get rid of the pummel. Yeah, let's get rid of the pommel. Ugh. Okay. Pommel strike you. That's whirlwind. It's 24 to each of them, but then we take 24, which is not good. We do have the energy potion actually, so I think we're good here. Yeah, that's 40 damage. He goes down to 9. Then we take 12. Can't quite kill with the poison though. I think we do it though. I could defend first, which blocks a little bit of that 12. Because that's still enough to kill you. I am horrible at math. I'm actually the worst. Okay. What am I talking about? Alright. Well, pick up the broad pieces of that terrible situation. Wow, I can't believe I managed to bugger up that badly. Well, he's dead now anyway. I'll edit that out. Don't want any of these. Ah, dear. Okay, so we're getting 25 HP, which is a reasonable amount, but do I want to rest? What's the upgrade? I don't think any of these stick out too insanely. I mean, the flame barrier upgrade's kind of nice. I think we just rest. I'm a little worried that we're going to get murdered. So let's go. Go up to full HP. Okay, so we got the limit break. We don't need it, though. We need... essentially... I think I'll throw the entire hand, actually, for a complete redraw. So I want that demon form, and we didn't find it. Let's try Shrug Off. Perfected Strike. Well, it's better than the rest of our hand, which is completely dead. So there is that. So here come the torch heads. It's actually a pretty sweet hand. So we got the flame barrier. We want to use the clash after the bash, I think. Do I want to take you guys out, or do I want to hit you? We got the demon form coming up next turn. I don't want to pommel strike just in case I draw it. So it's bash and clash then. And I think we'll focus fire down on the collector because 261 life, in the grand scheme of things, gets us there quite easily, I think. It won't take us too long to murder him. Okay, well there's the demon form. They're up to 5 strength now. Hopefully we draw the whirlwind. We're going to really need it. Huh. Okay. That's not enough though. I think we'll demon form. I'm going to take a big hit here unfortunately, but I think we just shrug it off. And pass the turn. Ouch. Ouch. Big ouch. Okay. So, spot weakness. Let's gain some strength. I want that big hit, essentially. It's flame barrier. He's now deal 12 damage. 18 to you. You're about to make me really weak, really vulnerable. So I probably want to hit one of you guys. so that I could potentially deal lethal to you if it comes to it, because these guys don't do anything but attack, if I remember rightly. And if he's making me very vulnerable, then they're going to be dealing a lot of damage, and we're not going to be able to block it too effectively. Wow. Okay, so limit break up to 18. Block a little bit, which means we can now clash and heavy blade these guys to death. So that's pretty good. So 24 to you, and heavy blade you. And he's just going to strengthen himself and block, which is really bad. It's 39 damage coming in. Oh boy. But we get to go up to 42 strength, which is a lot. But so's the 39 damage he's dealing, which is kind of a problem. Alright, I think we'll Pommel Strike, Flame Barrier, defend. Or just Flame Barrier, because I'm yet again bad at 1+1 and 1+2 equals 3. Apparently that's a thing that I struggle with. I'm not drunk, guys, as much as it might seem like I am. I think we just go for the big whirlwind here. How much do you do? 111 damage. This does a little bit more than that. He's at 46, so I feel like anything next turn that we draw should be lethal to him, although he's blocking, so who knows. All of our buffs are going to go, hopefully. Yep. 29 damage. So there's 50 damage 5 times. We really punted hard during that, but unpunished in the end. 97 gold, pretty good. Gold card, another demon form. Don't know if it's necessary, to be honest. Double tap. Double tap seems pretty sweet. With a whirlwind strength buff. I like that. Let's do it. Alright, I need a really good relic here. And we get some of the worst relics you could possibly ask for. Tiny house. Transform all strikes and defends. Is it finally time? Is it finally time? If we don't get any blocks with those defends to replace, we're in such a bad spot. I think we maybe just take tiny house. Yeah, let's do it. Upgrades Flame Barrier. Okay, not too bad. It's better than upgrading a strike or a defend, which is actually the worst case scenario. Combust. Lose 1 HP and deal 4 damage to all enemies. Probably not that great. I think I'm going to take the armaments. We do struggle with block. We didn't take the apotheosis, so this is like the downgraded blocking version of it, so I'm going to take that. And yeah, that's going to do it for today's episode. We'll be back for floor number 3, where hopefully we won't lose. We've got the, whatever this guy's called, the easier dude. Anyway, guys, apologies for my punts. I hope you enjoyed regardless. If you did, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for some more Slay the Spire content in the future. And if you hit that little bell icon as well, you get notifications when I release new videos. I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.